This is the belief that maintains and defends white power and white privilege. It is the basis for America's social, political, and economic systems collectively enabling white people to maintain power in society. That is what we saw on January 6th. Hey everyone, and welcome to Do Tell with me, Sienna Michelle, where the aim is to always bring to light what is too often left in the dark. And today, as usual, I hope we're successful in doing that. As you can tell from the title, the topic of today is, I don't want to say controversial. I don't know if controversial is the right word, or uncomfortable for most of America. And for that reason, it needs to be discussed. White privilege versus white supremacy. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, we are officially in 2021. Happy New Year! And what better way to kick off the year than by recapping what actually kicked off our year.
On January 6, 2021, a violent mob of thousands of Trump fanatics, white nationalists, and white supremacists alike breached the Capitol of the United States, ransacking it, decimating it, and even threatening to harm and kill members of the House. This hasn't happened since 1814, when the British destroyed the Capitol as part of the War of 1812. 2 centuries without a breach, and all it took to break this record was Donald Trump losing the presidential election fair and square. And how did he respond?
I know your pain. I know you're hurt. We had an election that was stolen from us. It was a landslide election. And everyone knows it, especially the other side. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened, where they could take it away from all of us, from me, from you, from our country. This was a fraudulent election. But we can't play into the hands of these people. We have to have peace. So go home. We love you. You're very special.
This was his original response to this breach.
I know how you feel, but go home.
This was an insurrection, an attempted coup, and it happened in 2021.
Now, of course, this insurrection sparked conversation about white privilege because, and let's be clear, this would have looked very different had it been a Black Lives Matter protest or had it been mainly Black people or people of color storming the Capitol. It would have been a bloodbath. Let's just leave it at that. But I want us to understand that this is not simply an instance of white privilege. It's more than that. It's white supremacy at work. Now, what is white privilege? Let's actually define these terms and distinguish between the two. What is white privilege? White privilege is the privilege that comes from being white. And don't misconstrue my words. It does not mean that you as a white person don't have hardships or don't have struggles. That's simply not true. It just means that those hardships and struggles don't stem from you being white. What does this look like in reality? It looks like band-aids coming in your complexion. It looks like you being more likely to be hired by jobs because your name alone does not sound or may not sound as ethnic as Black names, indigenous names, or just names of people of color. It looks like you being more likely to look less suspicious to police officers and therefore more likely to go home unharmed after having encounters with those police officers. Now, white supremacy is the belief that white people are superior to other races and should therefore dominate them. But this is just not a mere abstract belief. This is the belief that maintains and defends white power and white privilege. It is the basis for America's social, political, and economic systems collectively enabling white people to maintain power in society. That is what we saw on January 6th. White people enraged at not getting their way because American history, American society has pounded into their brains that they should always get their way because they're the ones in control and they're the ones who have power. That was January 6th. And contrary to popular belief or what people may want to believe and have actually said they believe, this is American. This is America. The mere fact that this was able to even happen, that an insurrection, that a storming of the Capitol, that a near coup was able to happen, that mere fact alone is proof that this is America at its core. And that is the issue. So until all of America wakes up and believes it, there's no telling what unprecedented event will happen next. That was a lot. That was a little bit of a lot. But as usual, so important and so necessary. So thank you for getting to the end of this video. It's so important that you did. I'm so happy that you did. Unfortunately, this is it. This is the end of this video. That is all I have for you today. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get notified. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms: Instagram, Sienna.Michelle, and Twitter, Sienna Michelle. And once more, like, comment, subscribe, and get notified. And until there's more to tell, this is Sienna Michelle bidding you a farewell. Bye!